On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, it is with a heavy heart that I bring to you some news that one of the most respected brands in crypto, ShapeShift, is turning to the dark side by abandoning its commitment to user privacy. We'll get into that in a moment, because speaking of privacy, today's episode is brought to you by Private Internet Access. So this is an inexpensive software application that I personally use for the last couple of years, actually, to stay private when I'm browsing online. It's a top-rated VPN, which hides your IP address, your location. It protects you in a whole bunch of other ways. And you can even select which country you want to appear to be in at the click of a button. You can get started from less than $3 a month. And if you do so using my referral link, then you'll help to keep this channel going. You can pay by PayPal, credit card, and yes, various cryptocurrencies. So head over to thecryptoverse.show/PIA and sign up today. So the ShapeShift Instant Exchange, it was founded by Eric Voorhees, one of the most respected people in crypto. And it's beginning this process of transformation from the famous ShapeShift no account, no ID model to a model where an account will be required, and ultimately that will mean identity verification. Now, rather than force this on people suddenly, they're beginning with ShapeShift Membership, which is an offer for users to voluntarily create an account for what is positioned as their loyalty program. So I think this is smart, because it's always better to seduce customers into making a change by appealing to their self-interest and then letting them do it voluntarily, rather than forcing them to do something, because if you force someone to do something, they're likely to resist and just dig their heels in just out of principle, right? So I'm getting this from the official ShapeShift announcement on the blog here, from Eric Voorhees himself. And the listed benefits for becoming a member are higher trading limits, rewards based on trading volume, better exchange rates, access to private market data, early access to newly listed coins, and early access to new products and services that they may bring out in the future. Now, they give 3 primary reasons why they're doing this. The first is that their account model allows them to grant users many of the requested features that they've received. So a lot of users have been requesting things like, can we have a record of our trade history? Can we have an address book, like a list of saved addresses that we use regularly? Can we whitelist certain addresses, right? So we don't have to keep doing that for security. Email notifications, and so on. So they're saying that by allowing people to create an account, all these features will then be possible. My response to that is, okay, fine, but this is the crypto industry. There are easy ways to give people an account without collecting personal information. So just let people log in with a digital signature. That's what we do, right? We have a private key. We create a digital signature that proves we have the private key. So why not let people log in on that basis, or at least give them the option to? While that's technically possible, I already know what ShapeShift would say. They would argue that's too complicated for the majority of their users, and they'd probably be right about that. Reason number 2 is ShapeShift's interest is increasing with regards to tokenizing loyalty programs for other businesses. So at least that's my interpretation of point number 2. I read it on their blog several times, and what they wrote just seems really, really vague. So that's as best as I can give it to you. They're interested in perhaps helping other companies and organizations create loyalty programs with crypto digital asset tokens. Go and read it for yourself. I'll put the source in the description as always. Reason number 3, they say, is that crypto remains in this legal gray area, and they want to prepare themselves for future regulation. And if they already have their users' information identified and so on, they're no longer exposing their business to the risk of sudden regulation that requires them to collect customer information that they don't have. That could be a big problem if it happened all of a sudden. For now, membership is optional, but as they say in this official release, will soon become mandatory. So the only way to 100% ensure against prejudice on the basis of, say, race, religion, nationality, and so on, is just not to have access that information at all, right? Not just don't store it. Because if you don't know the religion, nationality of someone, you can't discriminate on that basis, right? So if we truly want financial inclusion, we need anonymity and privacy for that reason, right? So they refer to this in their official announcement, and I believe this is the strongest argument to put forward to a politician or a regulator who would seek to impose forced identity verification. This is the perfect comeback. Now, ShapeShift is great, right? And they're still going to operate their exchange model where they never have custody of your funds, except not for more than a few seconds anyway. But the fact that they are a centralized company with a centrally hosted service on a centralized web server, it means it was only a matter of time before this kind of thing would happen to them and all other services like it. So what's a person to do? What if you're not prepared to accept these changes? What if you want to continue to trade crypto in a way that protects your identity? Well, first thing to do is use private internet access. But what if you want an alternative that is immune to these kinds of regulatory forces that ultimately caused ShapeShift to cave in, and even the threat of regulation caused them to cave in? That's an interesting point, isn't it? My favorite alternative right now is OpenBazaar. Yep, OpenBazaar. That might be a strange one. You may know OpenBazaar as the peer-to-peer marketplace for goods and services, but it now extends to cryptocurrencies, making OpenBazaar an open, decentralized, uncensorable, private, and anonymous version of like localbitcoins.com. But it gets better than that. That I just showed you the homepage of OpenBazaar there, but check this out. This is the section where you can see all of the cryptocurrencies that can be traded. So this is even better than local bitcoins, because localbitcoins.com is strictly a place where people, on a peer-to-peer basis, exchange their local fiat currency for Bitcoin. On OpenBazaar, as you just saw there, individuals trade pretty much all cryptocurrencies among themselves. So check this out. On the left, if I drop down coin type, if you're watching this on the video, look how many there are. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. Actually, that might not be showing up on the screen share, but trust me, the list is enormous. Go and check it out for yourself. You can check it out on the web without actually downloading the OpenBazaar applications. Now, you know me. This is on the cutting edge, so it's not going to rival the liquidity of a company like ShapeShift. That is one of the benefits of being centralized, right? Is you can pool the liquidity in that way. That problem of OpenBazaar not having enough liquidity will solve itself in time. But for now, we'll just have to consider that the cost of privacy in our cryptocurrency trades. And hey, if you're the entrepreneurial type looking for an opportunity, you could even get set up as a trader on OpenBazaar and start providing liquidity to people on the network. But that's all I've got for you today. So if you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you disliked it, well, you can hit the dislike button if you like. Please leave me a comment below with some feedback and get subscribed. And if you would like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you things like how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out the Secrets of the Bitcoin Triangle course. If you want to know how blockchain technology works under the hood and how crypto changes the economic system, take the Digital Money Revolution course. And if you want to learn how to do technical analysis and trade in and out of cryptocurrencies, check out the Master Cryptocurrency Trader course. If you want to follow me on the social networks, go to my website, cryptoversity.com. In the courses section, you'll find the courses. On the podcast page, you'll find all the social networks that I'm on. Other than that, I'll be back later on today with the live stream, the weekly live stream. So we're doing it later today. We're doing it 8 p.m. London time, so we can include some people from the US. So let's see how that goes. The event for that's on the channel already. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.